Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Plot Unknown, your favorite movie podcast
The only
on
one
the planet.
that
Yeah,
there
the
is.
only movie podcast. The only podcast.
The only podcast.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. This week we are talking about the 1987 classic
Class?
Predator, directed by John McTiernan. He's the guy who directed Die Hard. So
Bruce Willis?
yes,
Okay.
yes, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers.
Schwarzenegger.
I don't know how to say his name.
Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. So, Melissa, would you like to
Oh, I'm
hit
Melissa.
me with your plot?
What's your name?
Luke. Oh yeah, I'm Luke. She's Melissa. Thank you
There
for
we
bringing
go.
that up.
Thanks. I didn't really do a very good intro. Yeah, so this is my plot, and it's not good. I gave up because I genuinely had no idea what Predator was about. Honestly, it doesn't even seem like it should be a real movie. This is my plot. Surprise, surprise, aliens have invaded Earth.
Stop honking when you go across my apartment.
This time they land in the United States in a very populated city like New York City, but maybe not New York City. The aliens are trying to harvest the humans to use their bodies in egg sacs for their kids. They are predators. Arnold Schwartz, because I don't know how to spell his last name, has taken the lead in the alien hunting department and makes it his mission to get the aliens to leave his planet and go back to their own. Force will be used and highly recommended. Get to the chopper.
Yes. So
That shit's bad.
a predator did land on Earth.
Yeah.
And he is a predator.
He is a predator. He does hunt these people.
So you got that right.
That is the only thing that I got right. They are in a fucking jungle.
I'm gonna say F.
Yeah. Is that the lowest?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. F.
But lower, worse than last week.
Oh, far worse.
Okay. You were reverse right last week.
Yeah, this is just like so wrong. There was like no point. What was the point?
What do you mean?
What was the point of the alien? What was he trying to do?
The predator?
Yeah.
You just wanted to hunt him. He was there to hunt.
Stupid. There was no ship. There was no alien ship. How do we know how we got there?
What do you mean? In the beginning of the movie, it shows the little pod coming.
Where was the pod? I didn't see the pod.
Oh my god. Melissa hates this movie.
It made me lose brain cells.
So it has a 7.8
That's
out of 10 on
high.
IMDb, and I agree that is too high.
Oh, okay. I was like, boy, you watch yourself.
I'm not saying that this is the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's not a great movie.
Definitely not the best.
And I don't know. It's in a weird position because it's an important movie. You know?
And I understand that. And I get that it's important. But why did it get to this level of importance? How did it get there?
I think because it has a lot of memorable one-liners, you know, like get to the choppa, and when if it bleeds, we can kill it.
We could kill it.
And when he knocks down the door at the beginning, he goes knock knock.
That's so fucking stupid. I genuinely think I just cannot fucking stand Arnold
Kicks down and
Schwarzenegger.
goes knock knock.
I hate
and
it.
Shoots a couple
so
dudes.
Fucking stupid. Like, I don't mean to be an asshole to him. I'm sure he's a lovely person, and I feel like he does very well for this world. But he is insufferable to watch try and act. God, he's fucking awful.
I mean, he's very one note. You know?
Oh, yeah, he never
Very
changes.
one note.
I mean, this character could be the same one as in Jingle All the Way, and I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he's better in Jingle All the Way than he is in this movie.
You're probably right. And
Again,
Jingle
that's
All the
because
Way
I'm a Jingle All the
fucking
Way
sucks.
apologist, because I think that movie rocks.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
Is Arnold technically...
Worse than this? I don't know.
No, this movie is not as good as Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way is a masterpiece. It's very good. We're not going to get into this discussion. Come Christmas time, we'll watch it again.
Suck. No, I swear
We'll
to
watch
fucking
it
God.
again.
I swear to
And-
fucking God.
and we'll have your
no,
second
I will leave
viewing.
you. I will leave you.
It's one of those movies you got to watch more than once.
No, we'll watch fucking Elf 6 times before I watch that bullshit again.
We'll watch The Grinch.
Okay, I will respect
So, yeah, if you don't know what Predator is, it's a 1987 Thriller? This is not a horror movie.
Let me see.
I know that I was trying to say that that I do think Alien is a horror movie. This is an action film. Yeah, it's directed by an action director. This is an action movie.
I hate this movie. I just started because we watched it a couple days ago, so it's been a little bit. But holy shit,
you let it sink in.
We let it sink in, and it's all come flooding back to me. The terrible action sequences that don't make any sense. They just do not flow.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
think. I'm not. It's funny because last week I just finished editing last week's podcast, and in it you talked about how action movies are your favorite genre.
Yeah.
And one of, if not the first action movie in the entirety of the podcast that we watch is your least favorite.
What
action
District
movie
9
did we watch?
was an action movie.
Yes, yeah, but oh no, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
That's an action. I think of these as two different types of action.
Is Drive not an action movie?
Drive's a drama. It's a drama action. Or it's like a thriller. I don't know.
No, it's not a thriller.
It's not like an 80s action movie though.
That's fine.
That's more of what I was talking about. It, like the most stereotypical action movie.
This is like classified as action sci-fi, which makes sense.
Yes.
I'm sure
yes.
District 9 is the exact same way.
Yeah. I bet you could add drama to District 9.
I hate
drama
this
has
movie.
much more of a plot than Predator does.
It does, and it makes sense. It's fucking cohesive.
Yeah.
This movie,
the plot in this movie is not
sense.
very cohesive.
It's not strong.
I don't disagree with that.
There's no plot.
But what's weird is that it's a very beloved film.
I don't fucking get it.
Like,
well, it's like, is it a cult classic, you think? Would you
No,
call
I'm pretty
it?
sure it was a huge movie when it came out. I think people loved it. Now, I don't think critics have ever loved it. I think critics don't like this movie, but I think that fans do.
Okay.
So Melissa and I had a lot of discussions during the movie about this podcast. No, during the movie about the movie. My bad. One of which is that for a movie that was released, what did we say, 8 or 9 years after Alien?
After Alien?
It looks much worse.
It looks so much worse. Well, that's how I think about a lot of movies these days. Like for some reason, I think it's because they try to use like so much like real like explosions and stuff and like older movies that all of like the newer like sci-fi movies look like complete shit because it's obvious that they're so fake. It's just not realistic.
Yeah.
And I feel like obviously it's not like a realistic thing to accomplish, but you can make it look real. That's how you can that's how you dive into a movie and you get like what's the word I'm looking for? Not encapsulated is not a word.
I know what you're trying to say, but I don't remember.
But like
There's a word.
You're trying to get involved with the movie, and when it's so fucking unrealistic, it's hard to.
Yeah, I will say I think the biggest I think we are I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Basically, I think there's one glaring issue with the way this film looks, and I think it's the Predator camo. I think everything like I don't think the lasers look bad, or I don't think the Predator itself looks bad, but I think the camo looks terrible.
This movie would get so many more points on my list if it didn't have that fucking camo on, or whatever the fuck, the invisibility bullshit.
Yeah, like
that's so stupid. It's so stupid.
It looks bad
terrible.
too. And it looks bad, I think, because again, as we state probably every podcast, we are not filmmakers.
No.
But it
and I'm
seems
sure it's
to
very
me
difficult
like they
to
took
do all this.
Yeah, it looks like they took a still of one of the frames and just
moved it.
And like had a dude run through it and then went and painted I don't know, it looked bad. The camo looks terrible, but the parts that like I think the other special effects in the movie look good. Like the gore looks pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
I think
all of that kind of stuff, but it's just the way the Predator looks when he's invisible is just awful. It's awful.
Fucking terrible. And like it just makes him look like a blob. At least make it look like it has some type of features. But it just looks like a running blob. It doesn't even because it's supposed to be like him but invisible, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you have the same dimensions as you would?
Yeah, he does seem kind of short when
short
he runs.
and blobbish. Yeah. It's stupid. And then also, this might be controversial. I do not know. I hate when they like move towards the fucking it's like you're the predator and you're watching them. That weird like heat index shit.
That is a little controversial.
Terrible.
I like that.
I hate it.
I like the thermal camera. Are you talking about that in movies in general? Like
No.
that happens a lot in Jaws, where like
never
the
seen
camera.
Jaws.
Okay, the camera is the shark, and it's kind of like swimming through the water.
Really?
You're talking about
Well,
you hate that kind of stuff.
No. I hate the
Just
thermal.
this movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I would like it better if the thermal was done better. It does not look good. I just don't think it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like thermal. It just looks like a fucking staticky screen.
Yeah.
And I don't fuck with that. I don't mind when like you become like the antagonist.
Yeah, you
for
get
a
the
second.
POV.
Yeah, I think that's cool. And I think it would have been cool if it was done better,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. So I think my biggest gripe with the thermal stuff, is that when it cuts to those shots, it's just so loud, and it's so, I don't know, the audio is just not great when you cut to those
No.
thermal shots, because it's like
Yeah.
the predator is trying to listen to what they're saying, but it's
Yeah.
so garbled and staticky, which like I get, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you in the mix, it's like that is way louder than anything else.
Yeah, and it
You know?
just doesn't it doesn't mesh well. It doesn't. It's just I don't know.
Speaking of sounds, I think there's one song in this entire movie. I think there is one song that is just,
It's the song in the beginning, right?
yeah, well, it's just that like war movie with the drums, or war song with the drums. Like I'm not saying a specific song. I'm saying like the
just like
soundtrack.
the
I think is
soundtrack.
just 1 hour long song, because
1
there's
hour of drums.
very little to no variance in the music, at least in that I noticed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that out of all of the movies that we've ever covered, this, if we were to catch flack for one movie, it would be this
one.
movie, because I think this is a pretty well revered movie, and maybe we are just not of the age to enjoy it. Like, I don't really like 80s action movies that much to begin with. I don't
Yeah.
remember this movie being as bad as it was.
Yeah.
Maybe because I saw it as a kid.
Yeah. I
But,
mean, when
like,
you're a kid, all this shit would be so cool.
yeah, but as an adult watching this, especially stacking it up against other really good Alien movies.
Especially like literally watching District 9 and then going straight to watching this, it was like, what the fuck?
I wonder if your opinion would be different at all if we watched Alien and then this directly after.
I'd
you know?
probably think,
You'd probably have the same feelings, but you wouldn't be directly comparing it against a really great modern Alien movie.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
With
But I mean, again, even then, like, Alien is so much better than this movie.
I agree with
And
that.
like,
I agree.
I understand that it's about aliens and we don't know anything about aliens. So to say it's realistic is kind of like a bullshit term, but Aliens seem so much more realistic than Predator.
Well, I think
And
it's
also-
because the reactions to people are.
What do you mean?
Like the way, so we talked about the acting. I think Carl Weathers is good, because I think Carl Weathers is good in basically everything he does,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think most of the performances are good at all in this movie.
Oh, that's fair.
and,
yeah.
and the reactions of people to this is just not good. It's not good. You know, like when you see like I don't know, to me it feels more human watching Alien and watching those people's reactions and thoughts and emotions
the
about the
alien?
alien,
Yes.
rather than this movie
Yes.
with the people and how they react to this.
That's why I don't understand. And I feel like from like a big shot, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically my whole idea is that I just don't understand how Alien and Predator can coexist in the same world, because there's a movie called Alien versus Predator, right?
Yes.
That's fucking bonkers. to
So
me.
you're saying, like, are you saying the movies, or are you saying the
worlds in which
the plot? Like, you're saying you don't understand how Alien and how Predator exist in the same movie world.
yeah.
So I've never seen Alien versus Predator.
I haven't either.
But I know the plot of it, and it takes, from what I know, it takes place in present day, and I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah.
But
I
just
don't know.
with no prior knowledge of what that movie is about, not that you gave me any indication of what that movie is about, but just from seeing Alien and seeing Predator and knowing that there is a movie with both of them in it does not make sense to me.
Maybe we'll watch that as a bonus.
Okay, I would love to do that, and maybe my like opinions will change on the Predator. But I hate him.
Yeah. So
If he was a dude, I'd punch him in the face.
okay. I like the Predator.
Should we get into the Predator himself?
Yeah.
I have 3 things written down so I wouldn't forget.
I didn't write anything down.
one of them, do you want me to just list all three
Yeah,
right now?
hit me with him.
One, not realistic. I feel like I've went over that. But what I specifically wrote was that the military aspect was not realistic
Okay,
at all.
yeah.
That shit was stupid.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Because, like,
I don't think
know.
I don't think a person of Arnold's stature, I guess, in the military can dictate what missions he and his team do and don't go on. When he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I don't do that kind of mission." Bro, I'm not a military man. I don't think you can do
don't
that.
think that's
I'm
how that
pretty sure you
works.
just get sent somewhere and you go. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
and it just, like, all of the fucking, I don't know. It all just seemed
And all the
stupid.
drama in that section I think is bad. I
Yeah.
think I understand that you, and I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No,
here.
no, you're fine.
I understand that you need a plot reason to go into the jungle
Yeah.
and have to leave or whatever.
Yeah.
But you could have done that way better.
I think the idea of this movie is such a good idea. Like having like military personnel going into a forest because like your helicopter was shot down and it's like a rescue mission. But then it just like falls off.
So I think the big problem with that is because they switch from the threat being the unnamed Central American country, right, to being the predator. And
Yeah.
they totally forget that they set this whole thing up that the reason that they have to skedaddle so fast is because there are a bunch of people coming to get them.
They
And they are
just
like
completely
worried
forget
about
it.
that.
Yeah.
And then it's just the predator and there's no other people. And there are all these explosions and gunshots and you're like, okay, if the people who killed all the, like, you would
They
think
killed all of those people.
yeah, you would think that they would go and follow those gunshots.
Exactly,
You know, but
yeah.
they just totally forget about that threat. And that's why I think plot-wise, this movie really falls apart.
It does. It falls off. Like all the holes, like plot holes become so apparent and they just don't care anymore.
It's not a well-written movie.
No,
you know?
it's not.
I think that's the biggest issue. I don't think it's a terribly shot movie, but I think
No,
it's a
not at all.
horribly written movie.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the dialogue is bad and forced. I think the plot is bad and forced.
Yeah.
And I told you this when we were watching. I think the back half, if it was just they are being hunted by the predator on, is pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially when like that ending sequence with Arnold fighting the predator, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think the mud thing is realistic at all. I'm pretty sure Mythbusters tested that at one point and said that it was fake.
I hope they did. That's awesome.
But yeah, so I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt you.
no,
Keep
you're
going on
right.
your list.
All valid points. And I should have like elaborated on what I meant by military shit, but
No, I understand.
yeah. My second one was editing is not cohesive, and that was specifically
Yes.
with like the action scenes, specifically when they were in the like rebel killing all of them and everything.
Yeah.
Like the edit, like the shooting was terrible, the editing was terrible, like the different like angles of how they were trying to film that scene were just like made no sense. Like there's this one scene where like they were in that little like hut where they found that girl.
The damn cars out here, bro.
I know.
It's so
We're
loud.
really apologize for that. It's not our fault, but also that girl was just really unnecessary. They just really
Yeah.
needed to put like a cute girl in the movie, and that was all she was.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird. She doesn't serve as really any character development. She's just kind of in there and then whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that not my point. My point was that the scene where they were in that little hut where she was like shooting different people, like the camera like pans upwards so you have like a downward view of what's happening, and it's not like Arnold is like halfway in the scene on like the far right corner, and then there's another guy that goes off of the scene. Like there's no like
There's no continuity.
no, it doesn't make any sense. It's just like it's like there's no point in that shot being there. I don't know. That was like throughout the whole entire action sequence. It just made no sense.
Yeah, you and I talked about that during the movie. I pointed out how like the establishing shots of that camp make it seem like it's this really small like 2-building camp.
Yeah.
And then that scene is like, or that sequence is like 10 minutes long, and it makes it seem like it's a damn city.
Yeah, it makes it seem like there's
so
like
many people
north,
There's
south,
so-
east, west of this big old camp.
Yeah, there's so many people there. There's so many buildings that they bust into.
Yeah.
There's so many people they kill. And I was just left wondering, like, where did all of this come from? Like, I remember the establishing shot. It seemed like there was none of this anywhere.
Yeah. Again, that continuity just fucking breaks off.
Yep.
Sorry, that man walked by. He's wearing jeans, an athletic tank top, and dress shoes. And it just kind of like...
That's my vibe.
Yeah, you know? I guess.
It's a warm day in Atlanta.
You gotta put them dress shoes on.
Athletic shoes.
No, dress shoes.
Oh,
athletic
shirt.
tank top. Yeah.
Yeah, and dress shoes.
Yeah.
Like Sperry's? What are we talking?
Like Oxfords.
Oh,
yeah, like
okay,
brown
okay,
ass
okay.
Oxford like dress shoes. That took me by surprise. I just
What's number 3? What you
number
got on
3,
that, on
and
that
this is
list?
also gonna be an unpopular opinion. Word for word, Alien could have done without the face mask. IMO.
Yeah.
Do you know what IMO means?
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't
I just
come at
wanted to
me
make
like I
sure.
don't know what IMO means.
I just wanted to make sure.
I originally thought you meant like Alien the movie, and I was like, why are you talking about that?
No, I'm
I
sorry. The
understand.
Predator could have done without the face mask.
Yeah,
IMO.
so it's funny that they chose to shoot the Predator POV sequence at the end when he has no mask in also thermal. Or also like a type of
doesn't fucking change. What is the point of the face mask if there is
It's-
no change in his vision?
It is. I'm not sure.
I'm
not
so
sure.
mad.
You know,
Just thinking
I'm not
about
sure.
it.
And that's a very good point.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to make a bold assumption, and I want to give this franchise the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
I'm sure that is touched on in later films.
Okay.
But yeah, I understand. There's just a lot of inconsistencies and some things that don't make sense. The dialogue is not good. It's like what you would expect a B movie from like 1970 to be. You know? Like, I'm not sure how many people understand this reference, but in Disney, I think it's in Disney, there's that restaurant that is like the drive-in 60s theater or whatever, and it
you can
shows
sit in the
really
back of a
terrible
car.
B movies.
Yeah.
I would assume this would be in there. It
That's
seems
fair.
like that kind of movie.
That's a
and
fair
it
assumption.
doesn't seem like just a summer blockbuster, which, again, I wasn't born in 1987. I don't know if it was received like that.
Yeah, this seems like also to piggyback off of that idea, Grindhouse, the burger
Yeah.
place that's in Atlanta.
Seems like it would be played
they
there, too.
always
I'm sure they...
play like B-list movies. Like last time they played The Fly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's B-list, but it's
Fly's
the same.
way better than just
that's
FYI.
good. But I feel like that would be played there, just like
Yeah.
a shitty movie to be on the background.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if this was like in the background of some type of like, not that
I
people
wouldn't
play
mind if I
movies,
turned
but-
the TV on and it was after all of the really terrible military sequences, and it was just like when they are being hunted by the Predator.
Yeah, you put
I
it
would
on
be like,
just to
you know what?
okay.
I'll watch. Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I don't think I would, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Predator itself, right?
Yes.
I hate it.
I don't. I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Like, we talked about in the past episodes how, like, it's kind of obvious when it's just, like, a dude in an alien suit.
Mm-hmm.
This is legitimately just a dude with
Yeah.
that fucking, like, a fucking face shit on.
Yeah. Now, I'll give you some credit there, because I do think that they could have been more creative with the body of the Predator.
That's the thing, is like the face is sick. Like his
The
little
face is really
fucking
cool,
like
yeah.
mouth when he takes the mask off, I will say. His little fucking pincers and shit are sick. I think that's great. The body.
The body's
it's
not.
just
the
a
body,
dude.
you could do something better
It's
with.
just a dude. Like you need to make like
Give it
it's
another arm.
Really skinny, give it 2 arms. Shit, make it have 4 arms.
Yeah.
Or like really, really like weird, long, cartoonish arms. Just make it not look like a human. Why would you make it look like a fucking human?
I'm thinking Wilt from Imaginary, or Foster's Home for
Yes!
Imaginary Friends. Just with
Perfect.
huge long legs.
Like long legs, long
Tiny
arm.
Oh, he has
No,
long arms.
He has,
yeah, you're
he's
right.
a fucking like a. They make him like a
and then
basketball
with
player.
that face.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Perfect.
what I'm
Literally
imagining.
perfect. Like everything else about him, like and
Make
no,
him,
okay,
make
wait.
him really short and stubby or something. You know, I don't know. Just do something that's not just a bodybuilder in a suit.
Exactly. Even it could be short. That little alien could be a fucking short basketball looking dude, like a Danny DeVito, and I
Yeah.
would be like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
His body just, even his suit doesn't stand out.
No, it and like the whole. I think it's so stupid to make, because like I feel like, and this is not realistic. Like if I think aliens are real, like in this day and age, I don't think they would have some like psychic powers or anything. This is where I'm going, but I think in like movies like this, I feel like aliens would be like these all-powerful creatures for some reason. I guess they disprove that in fucking District 9 in that movie, because they're not.
And in Signs.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what I'm thinking, but my point is that the fucking like little like wrist device beep boop shit is
Should be
so
probably more
dumb.
Well, I mean, I was gonna go kind of not deep, but like fake deep. I was gonna say, think about your phone and how easily.
Okay,
how
but these
easily
are
that can break.
aliens.
That's fair.
But I mean, also, we don't even know like what aliens actually look like and what they are capable of. So it is fully possible that if aliens were real, they would have like little beep bop fucking wrist braces to signal home and make them blow up and shit. Like
Yeah.
that the freaking Predator did at the end of this movie.
Yeah.
That just seems so stupid to me. And like, again, let me go back to the whole, I don't understand how the alien from Alien and the Predator from Predator could be in the same movie, because they are just so different. But I guess I don't know. I feel like I'm eating my words, because
so when the Predator is like you know that short story, The Most Dangerous Game, where like a dude goes to an island and like he's being hunted by the guy.
Yeah.
Like that is like the premise of this, right? I'm pretty sure that's what either Predator 2. No, I think Predator 2 is when he's in LA. There's one where it might be the 2018 version, where there's a bunch of like criminals who wake up on the Predator planet or whatever, and they're hunted by a predator. I feel like that's where this movie would shine, you know, in like, I don't know, not like Army Men. I think the whole he doesn't want to kill you because you have no weapon is dumb, right? Just make this a serial killer alien, you know? Who cares?
yeah.
That kind of
What?
I don't know. That kind of makes me think about my least favorite thing in this movie. My least favorite thing. When the Predator blows up and he's laughing like a human. I understand that he replays Arnold's voice and says, I think that part is cool.
I love that.
And he's like, what the hell are you? And then he'll go, what the hell are you?
Yeah.
And then he blows himself up and he's laughing like a human.
Laughing like a human fucking diabolical man.
Yeah,
That
like a Bond
shit
villain
is
who has a
dumb.
cat on his lap.
Yes.
You know?
He should be like stroking a Persian cat.
Yeah.
This fucking Predator. Yeah. That shit is so stupid.
And then he sets off a nuclear bomb. And Arnold is fine. He has like, he's looking like he has Vietnam flashbacks.
He has
but he's
PTSD,
fine.
but he's like, his body is intact. So it just like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like the whole movie is just like, why? Like what are the artistic choices of this? What made this?
Sorry, did you say
no
the
artistic? No,
autistic
artistic. Sorry,
choices?
my I was talking too fast and it came off. No, artistic. Like what are the artistic choices? Why the fuck would you do that and that and that?
I think it's I don't know if there are.
Yeah.
I think it's more of let's make a dumb action sci-fi movie.
But were they thinking of that? Were they
I
thinking
don't
it was
know.
dumb, or do they think it was so profound?
I doubt. I very much doubt that, because you know there are movies that are supposed to be profound, and there are movies that
Like, even
are
District-
supposed to be fun.
Yeah, and not to keep bringing up District 9, but that's the last movie we watched before this. But like, I feel like there was like a profound story behind that whole movie.
Right,
But
but
this is just dumb action.
And
which
I agree with you, but I
Yeah.
think District 9 is a bad comparison. I think a better comparison is Die Hard, because I think they are both no, and hear me out. They're directed by the same guy.
Okay.
Right? And they're both dumb. They're just action movies. They're
Yeah.
not super profound. They're not super. Personally,
Wait,
I don't
isn't
like Die
Braveheart?
Hard that much.
Oh no, I was thinking Braveheart.
Braveheart is not the same as Die Hard. Just to let you know, Die Hard is Bruce Willis. He's an ex-cop. Maybe he's a current cop. I don't remember. People are like, you know, on Twitter when people are like, "What's your favorite Christmas movie?" Everybody says Die Hard. It's
yeah.
the cringiest thing in the world. It's cringy
shit.
because the answer is Jingle All the Way.
Grinch, yeah.
But I think that's a better comparison because those are both action movies. I think it kind of behooves us. I hope I'm using that word correctly.
Okay.
To compare this movie to other alien movies because it doesn't fit into that mold. You know, it's not a slow-paced, scary movie, or it's not a profound movie that has an allegory like District 9 does.
What signs?
Slow-paced, not horror, but slow-paced and allegory-ish.
Okay.
this movie is just action. You know, it's just an action. It's just a really poorly written
Yeah.
action. It's like something that sci-fi would make in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's fair. I get that. I just wanted it to be something more because you go.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I had no like prior knowledge of this movie, obviously, other than the alien has dreadlocks. But I don't know. I just wanted something more from it.
I think this is
Like way more.
this might be a little like presumptive of me, but I feel like this franchise took off because the Predator is so cool, and the thought of the Predator hunting a bunch of people is so cool. Not because this movie is good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Alien took off because A, the alien's cool, and B, the movie's great.
Yeah.
This movie, I think, like spawned more movies because you look at the Predator and you're like, I would like to see this thing.
I want to see more. Yeah.
In different scenarios, just like you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like I wanted more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's give you more and give you new scenarios that the Predator is in and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's fair. Maybe I'd like another Predator movie. I don't know. Probably not. But maybe. Because I didn't even really like the Predator that much anyway. Like I just it didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
The face was great, but like the mask was dumb. The body was stupid.
Yeah.
And these are just my opinions. Please don't get mad at me.
Yeah. That's fine.
Thank you.
This is totally off topic, but saying Sci-Fi Channel reminded me of it. This is a call for help to anybody listening who also watched really terrible sci-fi movies in the early 2000s. There are 2 movies that I'm looking for. I don't know the names of them. Yes, I have looked them up. One, you're going to laugh at this, is a walking shark that comes to land and eats a bunch of people. And the end of the movie is like these people going into a cave and realizing there's a bunch of walking sharks. 2
That sounds so stupid.
is it's basically, I don't remember what it is. It might not have been a sci-fi movie, but pretty much these people live among dinosaurs. And it might have been a TV show.
Is it Jurassic
honestly.
Park?
No, it's not Jurassic Park, you asshole. It's like there's a community of people with It's like Pokemon but dinosaurs, right?
Okay,
Like
yeah.
they use them to tend their crops and stuff like
Holy
for
shit.
transport and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Please, if you know anything about these films, contact us. I have been looking for them for years. And I don't know what they're called. I feel like the dinosaur one might be like Dinotopia or something stupid like that. I don't know what the walking shark is called.
I hope it's called
watched it.
Dinotopia. That shit's mad funny.
Wow, I had something actually about this movie to say and I totally forgot what it was. Do you have anything else?
I also have something that I've been trying to find for a few years.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
Okay, well, I posted it on Reddit one time because, you know, there's that, like, help me find, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. It's a video game. Okay. I should probably, like, message some of my friends that I went to elementary school with because I played it in elementary school on the computers at school. And it was, like, I don't remember anything about the game, but I remember that, like, you would go into the basement of it was like a house, and you would go into the basement and you would use a flashlight to look around. And, like, it wasn't, like, super pixelated, but it, like, I don't know. I just remember it being in a basement and there was, like, a flashlight.
Keep going on your video game thing.
That was it. I mean, basically, it was just like all I remember is it was like a basement. You go into the basement of this house, and you had to use a flashlight to get around. And that's all I remember. And I've tried to look for it for years, and I know nothing about it other than that one basement scene. And there's like a video game where like you use a flashlight to get around, but it's not that one because the graphics in my head are different than what those look like.
Gotcha.
Maybe I just made it up. I don't know. Anyway.
I have one more request.
Okay.
What version of Oregon Trail did we play as kids in elementary?
Definitely not the pixelated one.
I know, but it had that mini game where you can hunt.
Yeah. I don't know what it was called, but it was like just a newer version of Oregon Trail.
I've tried to look. I have tried to buy that Oregon Trail before, and I have not succeeded.
I had it. I had like a package deal, and it was like 2 CDs, and it was Kids Picks and Oregon Trail.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to the movie.
Predator, right?
Yeah, Predator. How are we gonna watch this movie and talk about it and not talk about how it spawned a huge meme? And it's
Holy shit! Oh my god! The fucking
dab or whatever.
Carl Weathers and fucking
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They go into their arm wrestling.
What do you call that? Oh yeah, it's an arm wrestling.
They're arm wrestling in like midair.
Yeah.
And it's like the meme, but isn't the meme kind of like art?
Yeah, it's like drawn.
Yeah.
I will say I wish the rest of the movie was that tone. I wish instead of like almost trying to take it seriously, it was just like funny. You know, I wish it was funny for the first half of it and then got real serious.
Yeah, like I want like a dumb funny movie that also has like a really good like alien to it.
Yeah, like if Tropic Thunder had aliens.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly. I feel like that would have made this movie maybe not maybe not good, like same but more enjoyable.
Like He-Man.
Yeah.
Except with aliens at the end.
Okay, I'll take that too. Just
Other
it wasn't enjoyable.
There's some problematic stuff in this movie, like low key. The dude in the cowboy hat says the F word.
Oh, that's true. I don't like that.
There's a little bit of racist undertones with that guy too, because he spits on Carl Weathers' boots. But that might be because he's CIA and not with them.
Yeah, I mean they all knew something was fishy with him.
Yeah.
So Arnold didn't.
I couldn't tell. I mean, it's an old white dude who just said the F word. I mean,
odds are he's
wouldn't put it
probably
past him.
racist. Yeah.
The tracker guy obviously has to be Native American, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think that dude is Native American. I think he just plays a bunch of Native American character. I don't know if that fact check me on that.
He
but
probably is Native American.
I'm not sure if he is. I remember his name is, I don't know.
Just because his name sounds like a white man doesn't mean he's a white man.
That's fair. That's fair. That's kind of the big ones, right? I can't really think of anything else.
Yeah, I just remember you saying how like, of course, the tracker is Native American.
Yeah, like I hate that, man. Why? Just pick literally anybody on your cast.
This man's name is Sonny Landham.
Oh,
That's pretty.
where was he born?
Lexington. Nope, that's where he died. He was born in Georgia. He was born in Canton.
Hey,
Man.
check his backstory.
He was American film actor and stuntman.
Oh, he's a stuntman. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's definitely Native American. He's Cherokee and Seminole.
Take back what I said.
He's also Jewish.
Oh, nice. But still, like, I don't know.
Hey.
Why you gotta...
Hey,
What?
he played football for UGA.
Hey, that's sick.
That's really cool.
Why, oh why do you have to make the Native American a tracker?
Like, just let
Even
him
in
be like
'87,
a
bro.
Yeah.
Just come on.
Just let him be an
The
army
audience
man.
is smart enough to understand that there can be trackers
Right?
of other races.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And like his whole like they made like this spiritual like aspect of him where he could like see I mean obviously he could
Yeah,
feel
like,
things
yeah.
and shit like
It just made it so over the top.
cheesy.
It's like, ugh, okay.
Yeah, you
whatever,
don't you don't
dude.
have to like mention all of that. Like we get it.
Yeah. I do love I do love Carl Weathers dual wielding two guns and shooting a bunch of stuff, and then
I think I
still
had looked
shooting
down.
the. Well, okay, so when he's fighting the Predator, he has the two MP5s,
Yeah.
right? And then his arm gets shot off, and then
Oh,
he
shit,
still
that's
shoots
right.
at him
Yeah,
with
yeah,
his
yeah.
other arm.
That's pretty sick.
That is so cool.
I forgot his arm got shot off.
Yeah.
Was that when he died?
Yes, that is
Okay.
when he died. So yeah, I mean that's what would you give this here film?
Are we done talking about it?
Do you have anything else?
I also hate
I'm
that
done.
the alien uses lasers. I think that's stupid. Okay, anyway.
Bitch, what is he supposed to use?
I don't know his alien
gun?
strength. Fuck. Why would he have lasers?
Okay, let's rate the movie.
What?
I don't think it's that out of the question that a predator who's literally called a predator, whose like whole existence is to kill shit and collect their skulls.
Why would he have lasers?
What do you mean? Why would he have lasers? What is that? What does that question mean? He got here on a spaceship. You think this dude don't got no lasers?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why.
I think your mic is turned around, by the way.
Oh my god, it is. Sorry, my bad. I'm an idiot. I don't know. I don't know why I have this like idea of an alien in my head, and I don't know why I don't think they can like use. I don't know.
He
Just
didn't have a laser gun. He just had it was like attached to his shoulder.
I think it would be more realistic if it was the laser gun. To be honest with you,
A laser sniper rifle for that guy would be, or like a laser crossbow.
That would
like,
be
give me
fucking
Chewbacca.
cool.
What if? Wait, hold
Yes.
on. Movie pitch.
okay,
Predator.
but Chewbacca.
But it's Chewbacca.
Oh, 1,000% better. Yeah.
Just distant. That's as close as I can
That's
get.
not how
You do it,
Chewbacca
you do it,
sounds.
you do
no,
it.
I'm not gonna
No,
do it.
do it, come
That's,
on.
No, I'm not gonna do it. That is like the correct length of what I want an alien to be, and I want him to have like a crossbow that's lasers.
Yeah.
That I'm down with that. I give this movie a fucking 0. No.
Can't give it a 0.
I'm trying to think. Do you remember what I gave Jingle All the Way?
No, I don't want to think about what you gave that movie.
I'm going to give this movie a 5.
How are you gonna say we need to be more mean with our rankings and then give this movie literally average when you were just going on for 45 minutes about how you hate this movie?
I don't know.
Have some balls. Give us something lower.
You thought I was going to give it something lower?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5. Give it something
Really?
lower. Yeah,
You're giving it a 5?
yeah. Give us something lower.
I'm going to give that shit a 3. I hated that movie.
There you go. Right down there with you.
I don't know, because like the
banished be ye.
the few positives I will say is that I think it's shot very nicely. Like I think no.
It's shot okay. I mean, it's not.
What was I thinking
It's not
about?
terrible, but there's some cool stuff and there's some bad stuff. I mean, you were talking about the edit. You thought the premises was pretty cool. The face of the alien was cool.
No, but I had something.
I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't the shots. No, because I was talking about how much I hated the way it was like angled and shot and shit. Whatever. I don't fucking know. All my mind is jumbled up. We should have fucking recorded the day of so I can remember things.
I tried
better.
to get you to.
I get tired.
And you said no.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I give this movie a 3. I hate this movie.
So a 3 and a 5. That's averages out to a 4, right? 8 divided by 2 is 4. Yep. So that's not great. That's below average. That's way below what our average ranking last year. I think our average ranking was a 7.
Yeah, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be, I'm gonna try to be harsher now because I'm thinking about what the fuck could I have possibly done Jingle All the Way, because I hated Jingle All the Way.
I think you gave it a 2 or a 3.
You think so?
I think so.
I feel like I did it higher though, just because we hadn't gone lower than like a 4.
I don't
so I was
think
like,
so.
let me give
I think the lowest 2 that you rated was Yentl and Jingle All the Way and Black Christmas. No, you gave Black Christmas like a 5.
Hold on.
I might have it somewhere.
I have it, but I don't have like Scooby-Doo or Jingle All the Way on here. It's just like maybe we didn't rate them. No, we probably
No,
did.
we rated all of them.
I gave Yentl a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Why did you give that movie a 6?
I don't know.
That movie was terrible.
The lowest I gave was Black Christmas, and I gave it a 5. And I gave Jawbreaker a 5.5. Yeah, I'm gonna give Predator a 3 because I was just dumbfounded by how stupid it was. Sorry.
That hurts.
I just hated it.
Oh, wait, no. You're talking about Predator. I don't care. Cool, yeah.
What were you thinking I was talking about? Jingle All the Way?
Yeah.
At least it was lighthearted. This movie just stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Oh, wait,
what?
no.
Go on.
We have to rate the alien in the aliens. The Predator and the aliens.
I think it's 3. I think it's above Signs, below Alien, below
I agree.
District 9.
Yeah, I agree.
So the current ranking is District 9, Alien, Predator, Signs, Alien.
Yes, and that we're talking about
Demon.
like what?
Or Demon.
Or Demon. Ooh, Christianity. We're that is our ranking for like how the aliens look.
Yeah, creature design and how it's executed.
Yes.
That's not the movie. Although that's probably that's not
Actually,
close to the ranking.
No, because
Signs
Science
is
way
second,
higher.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Thank you everybody. Next week,
Woo!
tune in. We're gonna be watching
Close
of the
Encounters.
Third Kind.
I'm so
Melissa's
excited.
Very excited for that. That's a movie I really haven't watched in a long time.
Yeah.
So the movies that I most recently watched in all of this thing, take that out. I don't know. I haven't watched any of these in a long time.
I was like, what the
Alien
fuck
was
you're
probably the
talking
last
about?
one I watched, and that was 3 years ago.
When did you watch Alien? Since we've been dating?
Yeah. I like Alien. I've watched it more than once
Okay.
in my life. Yeah, so next Friday, cool. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Great. This
2 years
didn't make
and we
any
still
sense.
don't know how to do any outros.
No.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Yee.